Guys, welcome back. I know we've only been posting Rocket League videos for the last few months. We've all been very busy. Some of us have started working full-time. Others are busy with school and part-time. We've been trying. Well, a few of my friends have been asking me to help them out with ED1. Kind of hard to help them out understand all the mechanics if I'm just killing them fast by being in a group with them. So I decided to make this video. To start off, how about we look at what you should have for at least ED1. The basics is, as you can see on the screen, 95 prayer for turmoil, 96 summoning basically for a yak. You don't really need a yak, but as a starter it will be nice. At least tier 90 weapons. Decent armor. By that I could be Virtus, or you can use these singers if you really want to, but it's not recommended because you want to try to get some type of good DPS armor so that you can actually heal more than lose health. Of course, defense helps if you're still learning. Everything goes by how much you know and how well you're doing. So play around with it. This guide is only as a small little help for you to understand. And finally, the number one thing you should have done, especially since there's not that many requirements for it, is Curse of the Black Stone. It's a very simple quest. The hardest thing about that quest, the highest requirement, is that you have to have at least one kill on each elite dungeon to get the quest completed. You can get that requirement by either doing the story mode, I believe, or by doing it in a group. You can get carried on all three ED1s for your first kill so that you can start learning it on your own, slowly but surely. So you don't have to necessarily do it during the quest. You can do it before the quest so you can already have it done. You can skip a nice chunk of the quest. What do you get from this elite dungeon? The main things you get is, well, on the right side you can see ancient scales, which are really good money if you get good RNG. Masutas, do not judge me on my pronunciation, please. Masuta's War Spear, and of course the pet that you can get from this elite dungeon, which you can see on the screen what it is, the Blackstone Crystal. Now, what happens afterwards? The first thing is you have to arrive at the location. I'm not going to really show where it is because it's a simple teleport, and it's a simple teleport. When you come in, you should, no matter what, bring chins. I tried doing it for this video, trying it out with magic since I never actually done it before. But for whatever reason, this first section, getting to the first boss, is extremely annoying if you try using magic. I don't know why I was using Soul Split for this first section. It cost me a little bit of food when you should be using Protected Range. It just saves you on food since they actually hurt really hard. But you want to focus on the guys I'm attacking right now. You don't need to kill anyone else for this first gate to open up. Once you kill them, you can just go right past everyone else until you see the next set of melee coming up in front of you. Keep protecting magic or range and using freedom so you can get rid of any bleeds that excuse me. You can get rid of any bleeds that get applied to you. Protect melee when you get to these guys because they can hurt. Wait for them to stack up, use Soul Split, and just go to town with them. They're really quick if you put on your bleeds on them and you just rapid fire them. You should not take long to kill all these guys. After you kill these guys, it's going to be 3 majors coming up. You could attack all 3 majors separately and get them done. I know people that do them, and I know people say that it's the same speed or faster as to what I'm going to do right now. For me, I prefer doing it this method because I bring my chins. I might as well get used to them. I go to this corner so they can all get in a nice little triangle grouped up, and then I just attack them so that I don't have to waste time trying to get them in different segments. As you can see, I'm using tier 92 crossbows, Cyranic, all that. This is the first time I came back to ED1 after months of not coming, and the last time I came I had Pernix and Ascensions. I upgraded since then, so it doesn't make a difference what crossbows you have. You just want to have any type of crossbow so you can wield chins. From here on out, you just want to do DPS with these regular guys that come, the regular NPCs that come out. So these regular NPCs that come out, and just do DPS with them. Kill them. Don't worry about anything else. There is a little trick, as you can see on the screen right now, where I move back a couple squares so that I can lure these 3 together. It's not necessary, and what I did right now on the screen is not very clean. I messed up severely. Sadly, I don't have any other clips of this section, so I can show you how to do it properly. But if you play around with it, you can get all three of them lured without even having to miss a tick. And you can just go on faster than what I'm doing now. For this next section, for the next three, they hurt. These magic people, these magic NPCs hurt. So what you want to do is go to the square where I just stopped, go all the way back to the corner of the pillar previous. I don't know why I'm struggling so much. And then attack the one from in the middle from here. That way you don't lure the other three guys on the other side. Again, this guide is mainly just to help you save food and help you get a little bit faster on your runs and solos. What I'm doing now is simply so I can save some charges on my Serenic. You do not need to do this at all. I am stingy with my money, so this is what I'm doing. I just run up ahead of ignore all these guys, and if you want to use Devotion, feel free to. But keep in mind you want to have full adrenaline when you go into the first boss. Please keep that in mind. Kill these last three guys. Use your thresholds if you want to, but try your best to get up to 100% adrenaline before you finish. If not, you can always put your adrenaline in the bank. But it just saves you a little bit of time if you do. Alright, time for the first boss. As you can tell, I am not using my appraisals. I'm not using any special gear. Heck, I'm even going to be using regular turmoil instead of my tier 99 prayers. This is just for the sake of the video. And actually, I'm going to end up getting a good time here. The number one thing you want to do, which I messed up on this clip, is you want to bone the boss right away. Just make sure you try boning it right away. That way you can do a little bit extra damage. Sunshine right away, and just keep running 3 squares back and forth so you don't get damaged. And just keep doing DPS. You don't have to worry about really praying range so much as long as you avoid them, or praying melee, since you're going to be healing up more than he's going to be doing damage. Even though this is the next section, here's where I want you to focus. The first attack he does is a regular range attack, and then he does this buildup of an ability, as you saw on the screen right now, where it charges up. You want to try to have it fully charged where I stopped. After the purple flame, he has one more special, a water turret that covers the field. When he first shoots it, to avoid any damage, you want to stand on the square I'm standing on, or any square exactly north of me. As it comes back around, you want to move 2 squares to the west, as you can see on the screen, or again, any square exactly north of me. This is just these squares are where the hitbox of this ability are limited to. It's a simple way so you can place your sunshine and keep doing DPS without having to run around not sure where this special can hit you from. Now the only thing you have to worry about from here on out is his minions. He's going to summon minions after three water turrets. You can ignore them completely since they don't really do that much damage to you, and you won't see a second set of them as long as you do proper DPS on the boss. Just keep doing your sunshine and place the purple flames in places you know that won't affect you while you're killing it. There's not really much to say after this, since it's just the same rotation over and over of me just DPSing, placing the purple flames where I feel like they won't disturb my DPS. Every person has their own location where they want to place their flames. This is where I usually place them. As you can see on the screen right now, I actually messed up by where I wanted to put my purple flames, and I ended up having to eat a piece of food because of it. From here on out, I'm just going to let the clip play out, since there's nothing else to really say about this boss, since it's just repetition of his abilities over and over again. Alright, coming up to the next section. Should you bank? No, not really. If you did the first boss correctly, you didn't use any feast food at all. Right now, as you can see, I'm going through with only missing 1 Selfish and 1 Brood Dose. You shouldn't use that much food in this section, and you don't have to worry about it. What am I doing right now is I'm just killing these 3 minions, even though I'm killing this extra guy just because he decided he was in the wrong place. I'm only killing them for convenience. You can ignore them completely and just focus on the 2 majors that I'm going to be attacking shortly. Only reason I'm killing them right now is for convenience, like I said, because they're going to be a nuisance in the next section where you could be getting hit by all of them at once and it could cost you a bit of food. And you don't really want to risk it. If you're going for fast kills, skip right through them. If you want to go for more relaxed kills and not having to worry about killing extremely fast, worrying about your food or anything, do it this way. Either way, however you get to the next boss is up to you, but this is the way I like doing it. After you kill these 2 majors, there's going to be a set of 3 rangers coming up. Do you have to kill them? You do not. Why do you want to kill them, and why do you want to play range and Devo as soon as you start getting them low and they start charging up their ability? You could stun them, but there's a lot of them. You don't have chins, so you can't stun all of them at once. If they hit you with that little special attack of theirs, without you being devoed and without you having protect range, you will get comboed out extremely fast. It's happened to me multiple times, and it's happened to our friends multiple times. This also includes when you're in a group. It does not fix it on only one person, it does it to the whole group. Try to kill them as fast as possible. Next up is 3 more majors. You can just completely ignore everything else and kill them, because those are the only guys that you have to worry about. You can detonate and Dragon's Breath and they're going to be almost dead. Keep in mind, that combination of abilities is the 2 major combinations you want to use up to the next boss, because that's the fastest way you can kill a nice group. You can ignore all these other mobs that are in front of you until you see this last major in front of the gate. You can do a regular auto attack, wild magic, Dragon's Breath, and that normally kills them. I just got bad RNG in terms of my damage. Excuse me. Keep going, ignore all other mobs, follow the path I'm going, cross the bridge, and you can surge straight into the next set. Again, just you want to use Corruption, tag the guy in the middle, and use Detonate Dragon Breath. This basically guarantees you killing all 3 of these guys without having a problem and getting almost full adrenaline again, which you want to have for the next section. Again, bad RNG I've been having for this run. I can't really do anything about it. You'll see these runs happen all the time to you. But what can you do? You want to just, as soon as you kill them, keep going. I normally go up the right side, the south side of the path. You can go to the north side. There's no difference. Once you get up here, you want to tag any of the ones in the middle. Use Corruption Shot and use Tsunami. That took a little bit for me. Use Dragon's Breath, build up again, go to the next set of 3 or next set of 2 and use Detonate Dragon's Breath again. Why? You want to try to get all these guys down as fast as possible, otherwise they're going to hurt, because these minions that they spawn hit you with melee. So even though you're playing magic to avoid damage from them, you're getting hit by their minions and their minions could combo you. When you come to this next section, you only have to kill 2 more majors. Make sure you only click on them to attack. You do not need to move forwards. If you move forwards, the healers that are to the west will aggro you and could delay the time it takes you to kill these majors, because they could heal them. And they can do damage to you. You don't want that. When you have killed all the majors, simply continue running forwards, and they will not aggro you. Keep running forwards towards the gate. You can surge, bladed dive, whatever you want to do to get there faster. You could start killing the minions right away, killing the melee mobs right away, but I suggest you don't. Why? Because that one single melee mob that came from the west, if he comes into melee distance of you, he can do his own abilities where if your prayer gets dropped by the others, you will get comboed fast and you will die. You won't be able to react fast enough most of the time because there's too many things happening that you won't be able to see him actually doing his ability. Wait for him to get there, and then Corruption Shot, you can Tsunami, or you can do Detonate Dragon's Breath like I did here, and then you just want to keep doing AoEs as much as possible, as fast as possible to kill them all fast. Keep going, keep DPSing, and just kill these last mobs. When you kill them, you can continue on the path, or you can kill the rangers that I do here in a second. It only takes you 2 abilities to kill these 2 rangers, and again, that's just so you don't have to worry about their ranged ability that can hit you hard and cause you to either lose a lot of food or get signed or killed. After killing the rangers, you can either go east or west. I personally go east. After killing the majors, you're there at the second boss. Make sure you go bank. Unlike the first boss and the last boss, this boss actually requires you to have food since it actually hits you really hard. Go bank, come back with your inventory almost filled with food, and get ready for the second boss. When you're ready, go on in and get ready to fight the boss. The first thing you want to try to do is bone him so you can get extra damage on him, but unfortunately I missed mine in this clip. You want to try to bleed him as soon as possible so that you can get a little bit extra damage and build up adrenaline to get ready to metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is key since you want to try to get him down as fast as possible, and you can't stand still since his first special is this tornado spin, as you can see on screen right now. This tornado spin can do between 2 to 3k damage per tick, causing you to die extremely rapidly even though you have Protect Melee on already. You want to try to use the most out of your metamorphosis as possible to get as much damage in as you can. I'm not going to mention any other specials that you can see on the screen right now since they're fairly simple and they don't really deal that much damage to you as long as you avoid them accordingly. The only one you really have to pay attention for is when you see these purple things on the ground. He's going to jump up to do a magic attack. You just simply want to stand a bit away from him so that that attack does not hit you. Safe up. Don't camp low HP like I'm doing here. The only reason I am is because I'm used to this boss and I know what I can stay at before it actually can kill me. Keep DPSing down until he gets to 275,000 HP. That's when the next phase of him will continue. There's nothing else to it, just DPSing him, DPSing him, DPSing him. One little thing I like to do is I like to heal off his pulverize. If you're not comfortable switching to your shield fast enough, don't try this. I only do it when I know I'm going to be able to get a heal off of, and when I am not sure if I can, I'll even try it. Because if you take off your prayer when he hits you with that, it can hit you up to a 6k. It's not worth it if you're not used to it. Keep DPSing him down until you go on to the next phase. Next phase is simple: protect magic and kill the pools that are around you. When you kill these pools, there's a little effect that most players don't know as they're starting off on ED1, is that if you stand close to them as they die, you build up a debuff to the main boss's magic attack in the following phase. It's not a major debuff, but it's enough so that you don't get one hit if you accidentally miss your prayer when he uses magic. Normally I like to stay around 20-25%, but if you're starting out, I suggest you try to get around 35, maybe 40%, so that if he uses his magic attack and you miss your prayer, it will not kill you. Just kill these guys out until the next phase. In the next phase, his primary attack method is range, and he uses only one special, which is a magic base attack that you can pray against and reduce its damage. That's why I like switching my prayers, my ability bar during this phase, since it's pretty easy to do. Once he comes back down, just finish the pools on the ground so that you don't have to worry about him hitting with the magic while you're trying to kill the final boss. Tag him and just do regular DPS to him. You're going to notice that the only thing he does is a spin around range attack move on you, and when he's ready to do his magic attack, he jumps in the air and a purple burst of flames, I believe, comes towards you that hits you with a mage attack. The only thing you can do to this is you can res it to get a nice heal off of it. You can devo it to negate all damage completely if you're praying with magic, or you can debilitate it to cut the damage in half. Either way, all you gotta do is just tank the attack and continue on. There is nothing else special after this, and you just have to DPS him until he's completely dead. I'll let the clip play out so that you guys can watch. Good luck. After banking and you making sure that you have the minimize in your inventory, get ready for the fight. Go to Seiryu and I start attacking. If you're low on HP, don't worry, you can heal using his breath attack when using resonance. In the clip you see that my res was on cooldown and I had to tank the attack. As long as you have over 4,000 HP, you should be able to tank his breath without a problem. If you need to eat food, you can eat food. If you're not able to res the attack, you can soul split flick your HP back while you're DPSing him down. If you want to avoid all damage, you evil and have your protect magic up, and you will not, and that dragon's breath will only hit you at 1. Or you can debilitate Seiryu and the damage get cut in half. All in all, you don't have to use food during this phase of Seiryu, since you can avoid half his damage or heal from his damage throughout the kill. Once he reaches 7,200,000 HP, his head goes down. his head falls down and you can climb up the chains. You can either climb up to the east or west side. Jump the shackle platform, and this is where you have to make sure you DPS properly. Instantly zone the pillar and surge to it. That way you don't have to waste any time running up to the pillar and misplacing your Dominion Mines. Make sure you place 2 Dominion Mines as fast as you can, Sunshine, and start doing your DPS rotation. The Dominion Mines guarantee 20,000 damage gets done to the Black Crystal before you even have to do any DPS onto it. Keep DPSing it down. Make sure you use all your thresholds to kill the pillar fast enough. Once the pillar is down, there's no need for you to start DPSing the second pillar since it's going to get fully healed by the slimes from below. Do not go back down to try to take care of the slimes. It's a waste of time since you won't be able to do as much damage to the second crystal if you were to stay up. There's 6 heals in total. After the 4th heal, use a bleed and then use onslaught. That way you can start doing damage onto the crystal to prepare yourself for the next time you come up. As you can tell, I messed up and it took me an extra couple seconds to actually be able to use my onslaught, and because of it I didn't get to do as much damage as I wanted to the pillar, but it's fine. After this you want to repeat what you did, and the last time you had to lower Seiryu down to 7.2 million HP. If you're low on HP, again, res the Dragon's Breath is guaranteed to happen after he pushes you back down from the pillars. Kill the slime so that they don't get on Seiryu and continue doing your DPS. After getting back down to 7.2 million HP, go back up the same side you went up the first time. Even if there's hands, you want to go up the same side, or else you're going to have to kill a brand new crystal from the very beginning, and that could cost you the kill if you're still struggling on killing a fully HP crystal. Go up the shackle platform once it's ready and start DPSing down the crystal. You will notice it's significantly easier to kill the second crystal now that it's well under 50k HP from its original HP. In this situation, you don't need to have an adrenaline pod to kill the second crystal. You can just keep using your Dominion Mines, who brings it down another 20,000 HP, and just use regular abilities and thresholds to get down the last couple k HP it has. Once again, after you kill the second crystal, you do not want to start max DPSing on the third crystal since it's going to get fully healed from them slimes either way. Unless you're able to do it, go ahead. But if you're able to kill 2 crystals in one phase, this video is not for you, because this is more for the people that are struggling to do damage to the crystals and the crystals heal, causing them to repeat a phase. Wait for the slimes to heal the crystal and do the same thing you did previously on the second crystal. Onslaught, Dominion Mines, and reset. When Seiryu brings you back down, kill the slimes, res your HP back, lower it back down 7.2 million HP, and you basically are done with the kill. Go back up the platform one more time, finish the last crystal, and boom, you're done. Congratulations, you've killed Seiryu and you're completed Elite Dungeons 1. Hey guys, thanks for understanding the fact that my voice has been hurting the last few days and that this video came out not as nicely fluent as I was commentating over it as I wanted. Again, if it wasn't for me being sick, I would have probably tried to make it a little bit better, but I just wanted to get this video out there. And even now my voice is still hurting a bit after a couple of days of me editing this. If you guys want, you guys can leave feedback, any comments you want down in the comment section, subscribe or like the video if you want. But either way, bye, have a good time, and make sure you enjoy, and yeah, just leave a like. Bye.